Okay, welcome to episode 2 of the Overly Involved Pod. I'm your host, Kayla.
I'm your other host, Kat.
And today's episode, if you couldn't guess from what we're wearing, is about holidays.
Yay!
Just a few disclaimers. First being the lighting. We are filming this a little bit on the later side. So we're working with literally lamps. Because our lovely dorm does not have any overhead lights. So we're making it work. We're living our best life. This shall be fun. But if this is your first time listening, Overly Involved is a podcast about our obsessions. Today we're taking on holidays, if you can tell by our clapboard. And we're super excited, so let's just get right into it.
Let's do it.
Intro. Okay, so let's start off strong with growing up. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Back
in the day.
way back when.
You and I, baby. What was your favorite holiday growing up?
It was always Christmas.
Christmas?
Yeah, it was always growing up I feel like it took on a greater meaning, but looking back it was like there was so much magic with Christmas.
Yes.
You never went wrong with it, and then it was always a time that I got to see my extended family. We didn't see them a lot during the year, so getting to see them and I don't know, we all looking back at the pictures, watching us grow up through the pictures is really cool.
Yeah.
Now all my cousins have babies and stuff, so it's changed, but it's a good change.
I also feel like now that so you have now cousins, if you will, that are babies, that it's cool because now you see Christmas through their eyes.
Yeah,
which is I'm assuming special. I don't know.
It is.
I don't have kids.
Because they're the oldest right now is 4, and he's
babies.
really catching on to Santa being a thing.
Aww.
And it's so cute, being he's oh, Santa brought me this, when we saw him after Christmas, and he's like look, Santa came, and he barought me all this, and I was you're so adorable.
No, we didn't. Oh.
Okay.
We have 2 different approaches on that one. Gotcha. Anyways, let's see. I'm trying to think.
Okay.
Growing up, I agree because Christmas had that cool magic of believing in Santa. Having waking up to presents by the tree with the gift wraps that were for each kid, that. I don't know, that warms my heart and makes me love that time. I love the season. I love the season of Christmas and with Thanksgiving too. I love Thanksgiving because it's no pressure, no pressure for gifts, but you get to have the food, which is the best. But yeah, so I would say Christmas, but now as I've gone older, Thanksgiving has been my favorite.
I love that. What was your least favorite holiday growing up?
Okay, well, I just find it incredibly stupid. Valentine's Day. I think it's
valid.
As this is getting posted on Valentine's Day, it is not my holiday. I love the colors. You know how you have certain holidays that you love the aesthetic?
Yes.
I love Valentine's Day aesthetic. Always will. But the holiday itself, I think, is just created to make money.
100% a Hallmark holiday.
Fully. If I were to go into, if I was in a relationship, maybe I'll feel differently. But I'd rather just celebrate on a random day. Why do I have to have a holiday for someone to, do something nice or for me to do something nice? Do it on a random day. That's more meaningful.
Yeah. I agree.
I also don't need a Valentine's Day.
You don't need a day to celebrate love, especially if you're a very committed relationship.
Yeah. So you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
So we have 2 different perspectives on Valentine's Day. I don't have one, and you do. So maybe if you feel differently,
it's still special. Get to celebrate our love that's not on our anniversary. Our anniversary is in August. So
it's a nice 6-month mark.
Yeah, it is. So actually, today is 2.5 years that we're together.
I'll insert Oz
in
the audience.
Thanks, guys. And it's I don't. Wait, now that you brought that up, that's actually. Oh, that made me appreciate it more. It's a good halfway point to
Sorry.
celebrating a whole next going into the next year of our relationship.
Yeah, so anyways, I'm single, so I have a different appreciation for Valentine's Day. I think it's stupid. But I love hearts. We also we go to Sacred Heart, so color it just works out that it's always around us.
Yeah.
And tangent for a second. I got the Valentine's Day Stanley Cup which, okay, I
think you should show it off.
it's all the way over there,
It's all the way
man.
over there.
I have the red one. If you could just like, I'll insert a photo for the video. But for the people listening, it's red. It's really cute. What I like specifically is for like the TM, the trademark they have. They did a heart, which I ate that up. I'm sorry, I ate that up. I am the biggest consumer. Like all those ads are made for me. I think that's why I'm going into advertising as a career. Like I love it. But so I wasn't the crazy people you saw on TikTok or like YouTube that were like attacking people. No. But my experience was a little more interesting.
Tell us about it.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I woke up at 8 o'clock or
what
whatever.
day did it release?
New Year's Eve.
Okay.
The morning of New Year's Eve. So not like actual New Year's Day, but
Yeah.
New Year's Eve. So it was Sunday, like going back.
Wow.
So it was a cold day. No. Went to my local Target. So I'm very fortunate enough where I live in a very busy neighborhood, if you will. I don't know if that's like a good term for it, but I have 2 Targets. I have like 2 of everything. Like it's very absurd, crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Populated area.
Well, I learned that I actually have 3 Targets. One's just a little bit
3?
further, but not as much. But so I went to the first Target. I had hope. I got there by 8 because they opened at 8. So actually it was before 8 I woke up. But got there. There wasn't a line like some Targets had. And I don't know if it's because like there are more like less Targets near them. Like we have so many that like it's less crazy.
Yeah.
But come time, they open the doors. We're speed walking. We're not running because I don't think like, you know how like we're adults and it's a little embarrassing to start running.
Yorker speed walk.
Like literally, and like you could just tell that we all felt a little uncomfortable to like run, like because it's ridiculous for a stupid cup. Like I agree, the hype of it was stupid, but I fell for it because I just love the color. We also go to a red school, so I was like, oh my god, it's like the perfect shoe red.
It is.
But as like whatever we're running, we go to the location that hypothetically is. If you are an avid fan of Target like myself, you'll know where these cups would be. It would be on the outside of the aisle near the cup aisle.
Yes.
And
like near like all the sports stuff. Not the sports.
No,
like,
near the mugs is like at least the ones I'm pretty
Oh.
sure. Typically, not always, but that's where mine had them
That's
or did
mind-blowing.
have them. I don't know. Some of them are different, but no, mostly Targets are similar. So we're walking, whatever. Someone finally asked, and then the employee's like, "Hey, yeah, no. If we were to have them, they should be in the front of like the store, which is where we came from." I didn't see it, so
Product
I'm calling
placement.
it. I don't think you know what that means. Anyways, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna give up because, like, you know, whatever. But then all this like Long Island mothers are like, it's the Target employees. They took them, like they sell them for extreme prices. But I don't think that's true. Like, shout out to all the Target workers. They deserve to have early access.
They do.
They have like, it's not a fun job. Like, people are not the nicest. So like, I totally get that. So then I get to the car and I call another. I first see a girl who has a Stanley. I'm like, where did you get that? And she's like, it just was randomly on a shelf and I grabbed it. And I was like, what? Yeah, I know, drama. I was like, okay. But she like shouted to that girl. She literally was like, oh my god, but like you should call around because I'm pretty sure the one in this town has it. I'm like, oh, perfect. Call the one that wasn't the one she mentioned, but the one I knew was the second closest. And this woman was so rude. She literally was like, I'm like, hey, like, just quick, I know you're probably getting, like, I understand, like, it's a busy day, like, for this stuff. So I'm like, I understand this is super annoying, but like, do you have any more of the Stanley Cups before I drive over there? You should have came before we opened. There's 20 people at our door. Like, they're gone. I was like, okay, like, I was at a different Target. That's why I didn't come to yours.
Yeah.
Anyways. And then she hung up on me, and I was like, cool. And then I called the next one, and the guy was so nice. He literally was like, oh, let me check for you. They had them. I drove to that Target, and they had so many. Like, and this was a half hour into them opening. So I'm like, oh, okay, so this one's
Really?
yeah. Oh, I ended up getting the pink and red. The pink one went to my sister of the big Stanley, and then I got a small pint of the pink because I love pink.
Did those come in a pack or were they? They were on their own.
They're individual. I think
Oh.
they did have a pack of like the tumbler, like the wine tumbler
Oh, okay.
thing, which I didn't
don't-
like them
yeah.
as much, and I like also don't use them. I just like the pint because it was like kind of cute and small, and like
Yeah.
and the security guard who was, by the way, they had a Target security guard not blocking, but like making sure everyone was taking the allotted amount because you could only get one of each color of the big one.
Oh, okay.
And like I didn't want both, and I wanted the red. Like I knew I wanted the red, but my sister was like, "Oh, I just want one," so I gave her the other one because that's what makes sense. We can get two. But
Such a good sister.
I know, thank you so much. As if she like didn't pay for it, she fully paid for it. I just grabbed it. But like And the Target worker is so much nicer because she was telling me, she's like, oh, like, we weren't allowed to touch it. Like, some girl from their store tried to take one when she was working before it, but they wouldn't let her. She got in trouble. And I was like, oh, that's kind of ridiculous. And then one's like, yeah, but I have too much Target red stuff, so I don't want it. I was like, valid. And I was like, Meow. And then I skedaddly do, as one does. Now, we're just staring. It's off on my desk over there, so it's super nice. But yeah, so that was my weird Target experience.
But you got it, and
yes, and that was a so it's like the special Valentine's Day collab, just to connect it to everything we just talked about. And like, I talk about obsession. I love like decorations and stuff. Like, I love changing
I thought
stuff.
you were gonna say water bottles. That's another obsession of yours, though.
That's another episode, not this one. Yeah, I fall for all of them. But I love like decorating rooms. Like, when I get a house, the most exciting part for me is like getting to decorate it for every holiday or every season. Like, I haven't decided yet.
When you were a kid, did your family go all out for Christmas decorations and everything?
Yeah, so we used to have like, we used to do rainbow lights on the house, like, or Christmas lights, not rainbow. I think they were red and green. And then, but I was a kid, so obviously my memory. And then we also had these deers that were white. I don't know if
Did they move?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I had those too growing up.
Okay.
They moved.
That's terrifying.
We had one that, it was on all fours, obviously. And
2 legs.
We had one on 2 legs too, and it was like,
It stayed like that? How does it stay?
yeah, it was like on a stand. It was a whole thing. I'm sure the engineers put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah, I don't think mine moved. I had 3 though. I think there were 3 of them.
We also had a sleigh
No.
as part of that collection.
Collection. I mean, maybe it was like the thing that was in.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I see them every now and again.
Yeah, we don't have them anymore.
Yeah,
They're broke.
us
Like,
either.
yeah, I was gonna say like.
We used to make like a whole day out of doing Christmas decorations. We
Yeah.
still do.
Well, now it's like we do more of like inside. Like, we live in a cul-de-sac, so not that many people see our house. Like, it's not like we do like it's doing it for ourselves. But like once you have older kids, I feel like it's like you get older, you don't want to put lights up. Like it's a hassle. Like, I love the tree and stuff. Like, we've gotten like smaller trees and stuff because like again like I'm the only one home out of my 3 other like out of the 4 of us. So like 20 almost 22.
22 tomorrow.
Wow, not after filming, like not when this is posted, but like I'll be 22 when this is posted, I guess. But like I just feel like not that the magic's gone, but it's like different meaning. Like, I feel like when you get older, each holiday has a new meaning. Like, Valentine's Day used to be so much fun because that's the day you get random candy and little like love messages from all your friends from class because everyone has to hand them out to everyone. Super cute. I used to hate them though because you have to always write your name. It's like, okay.
Did you always get the Fun Dip ones?
Oh yeah, of course.
Iconic.
Oh yeah, you gotta go big or go home.
You gotta.
Yeah, and then it's like Christmas is you believe in Santa. Oh my God, this is crazy. And then like as you get older, you start to appreciate like again I'm a gift giver, so I love giving gifts. So for me, like I love doing that. Like, I love giving special gifts. Like, even I've given my grandma gifts, and it's so cute. And then like Thanksgiving. I mean, Thanksgiving's always been about food. So to be fair, that's been a solid.
Yeah.
But now I've been falling more in love with the dog pageant.
Oh my God, the one right after the Macy's.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Iconic. That's also that's always a classic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's the only one I normally make. Like, not to the parade. I just feel like it's kind of.
The parade is so also kind of Hallmark. Like.
No. Yeah. I mean, the only thing is like. That would be the only thing that like gets big crowds I want to go to. Like,
yeah,
I would love, if anyone's listening from Macy's company, I would love to be part of it. Either holding,
you sign up for it?
I think you need to know someone who works at Macy's or something. I've never looked into it because it terrifies me. What if I like let go on accident?
Well,
just like
Snoopy just going through. Like,
I was thinking like a Smurf just. Like out in the sky, like no. I just imagine that now. But like that is, like that's cool. But I think like watching it TV is just.
It's like New Year's Eve. Like,
but
would I ever go to New Year's Eve in New York City?
No.
Absolutely not.
I think at least the parade's a little more organized.
Yeah.
And like it's bigger strip. Like you have.
Oh, it is really. I thought New Year's Eve went down to like 50th something.
Well, no, but there's only one ball. There's only one location. The parade goes down streets and stuff.
Oh, you're right.
I thought you were asking me. I was like,
no,
baby girl, I've never made it to one, so I have no idea. Also, we are just the 2 of us in the room right now. Just a side note of this. So we have no one to fact check us on anything. So we're going off of our memory.
Knowledge.
So if anything's wrong, I'll insert a note.
Knowledge is power.
Surely, we don't have any. So, but like the parade seems less crazy. Like,
Also,
there's also seats.
there's
Like there's
seat-
beds.
yeah.
Like you can get like, and also, okay, I really want to do this. I saw it like 2 years ago that there's actually like a cafe or restaurant that you can actually sit in and see the parade. I don't know how expensive it is, but you can book it.
That's crazy.
I mean, it probably books up quick, but
Yeah.
I
Probably
think
have to
it's
book
so
it like
cool.
now.
Honestly, probably. It was on like I think it was on Viator. No joke. We love
Viator.
Viator sponsor us. If you don't know what Viator is, look it up.
It's like a
it's a website to
for-
book stuff,
yeah, for
like
booking stuff,
tours
like
and stuff.
skip the
Viator.
line stuff. Yeah. You get it.
Yeah, you get the gist. But yeah. So I lost my train of thought. So that
Macy's.
to Macy's, yeah. So
Yeah.
Macy's is the only I think thing in the city that I would go to because what else do you have? Is it just the parade? Oh, I also would really love to see July 4th, like the big Macy's fireworks. You ever watch that?
No.
The way you're giving me that face, I was like, you don't know what I'm talking about. They do a big fireworks show.
In the city?
Yeah.
I thought fireworks were illegal in New York.
Well, it's like, is it? Well, no. I don't know if that. No, but it's like sponsored by Macy's, so it's a legit. And I think they might honestly be on the water or something.
That makes
so
sense.
this could be completely wrong.
On the
and that'd
Jersey
be so
side of the
silly.
river? Because they're legal in Jersey.
Flex, I guess. No, I think they do. I think they do it on the water over the bridge, and then you can like see it from
That's so cute.
all over. Yeah, and it's always pretty, and they always like if there's a theme. I think was it 2 years ago or last year that it was, like movies, and it was like they're playing Star Wars and like
that's
Wizard of
kinda
Oz,
cool.
and it was like really pretty.
It's very Disney of them.
Yeah, it's very Disney-esque, but like, and like, that gets a huge crowd.
Yeah.
Like, I think that one's really cool, and I think like Thanksgiving parade's worth it. New Year's Eve is not worth it.
Absolutely not. It used to be my dream to go to the city.
Really?
But as I've gotten older and
You realize?
like the comfort of my own home
Yeah.
and like following the pandemic, like
Yeah.
not being in huge crowds, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm perfectly okay not doing it.
Yeah. So the thing is, so opposite of obsessing, almost like obsessing of not liking it, and I don't know if this is like an unpopular opinion, but I don't enjoy New Year's Eve. New Year's is fine. I just don't get the hype. I'm not a person or I've never really celebrated as crazy as like I feel like you celebrate crazy when you get like a little bit older. Like it's very
People like go all
I feel like
out.
it's okay. Hear me out. Like a mature holiday. Like I feel like you need to be a certain age to like be like, oh, New Year. Let's do 20s theme. You know, like I feel like everyone goes theme. Like you dress pretty and all that, or maybe like a celebrity. Maybe it's more
like
fun.
like I feel like a lot of people went out when it turned 2020. Like the 20 like when it hits 2030. What's the 30s? Like what's the vibe of the 30s?
The Great Depression.
I'm living that every day.
Okay.
Kidding. Kidding.
No, but like everyone for 2020 did Roaring 20s.
Exactly.
which is
Everyone did
super
like
cute.
a Great Gatsby theme.
Yeah, exactly. You know why? Like that's a horror. Like that's a pretty dark movie. Have you read the book?
Yes.
Okay, it's like a very.
It's
Isn't it
pretty
dark?
dark.
Everyone dies.
Yeah.
Except Daisy or Daisy. I don't know. Anyways, I haven't read the book since high school.
Someone drowns in a pool. No.
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
Again,
honestly,
you know what?
like one of the very few books I read in
That
high
was
school, and
junior
I
year
still
of high
don't.
school.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember watching the movie and being like, "Wait, I like the movie."
I'd never seen the movie.
Oh, we didn't have to. Oh, we watched it after we read it. It was like our treat.
Oh, we weren't allowed to watch it when we read it. But I know everyone definitely watched it.
Well,
while we
that's
read it.
why I want to go. I kind of want to go see the play now. I don't know if it's a play or a musical.
It's a musical.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
not then. It's like that in Notebook. Anyways, segue.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I think New Year's is very much just to party, which that's a lot of holidays to be fair.
Yeah.
Also it just stresses me out because I just feel like drunk driving and stuff. Not to get super dark, but like I have such anxiety and stuff because like just in general that, and then like you ever like realize 4th of July you have like a high tick of like or high numbers of people getting like their hand blown off because they did illegal fireworks or like maybe not illegally but they just didn't do it right or whatever or like a mishap happened.
Easy to mess up.
Yeah. I used to be so that's why I used to be as a child. I used to be so terrified of fireworks. Like 4th of July I would have to like hold my hand over it, like, because I got so scared.
Really?
And we had family friends that would do them
Yeah.
near, like, at their house, and it just always stressed me out. I was never near them. Like, I was clearly very far away, but it stressed me out because I was, like, so concerned for their well-being. But
Now they have them on like timers and stuff like that.
well,
Like
they always,
it's
yeah.
like weird, the technology with that.
Yeah. Went to Disneyland Paris, and I believe they're not allowed to do fireworks because of the air quality. Like, I think it's a law, or I think it's something along the lines.
Really?
Again,
I thought they still did that.
I'm also, don't quote me on that. I could totally be lying. I just said it with confidence, but I'm pretty sure that's why they did the drones.
That's so whoa, I didn't realize that.
But now you're looking at me, and I feel like that could be wrong. I'm gonna
Wait,
fact
I'm
check
like-
that, or
hold
you can
on.
look it up.
Wait.
Look up break.
My phone just died. So that's on you. Do you or like look back at the pictures. Where's your photos? Here it is.
Here, oh.
Hey guys. We're
Oh. No, I thought you were gonna look up if it was a law.
Oh no. I mean I was gonna look up
Hold
if we had
on.
pictures of
Well,
fireworks
no, we
there.
never saw fireworks. It was all drones or
it
light.
was? I
yeah.
thought there
Or
was
lights.
fireworks too.
Oh, wait, hold on. Are fireworks legal in Paris, France?
That's so crazy. Also,
Okay, I don't know if this is a Disney law because again, Disney has like the weird stuff where it gets away with like anything. It says you're not allowed to set off fireworks in crowded or urban area or in confined space.
well, I hate to tell them, but Disney is a very crowded area.
Sorry, I'm like looking into articles. I'm trying to figure out if it was like Disneyland Paris. Let me look up Disneyland Paris. Disney. It's gonna give me like you can't bring fireworks into the park, which I'm not questioning that. Yeah, I don't. Oh, they're dropping fireworks. Maybe it is legal.
You definitely can't bring them in with you.
Yeah, don't bring
Yeah,
fireworks.
I really hope
Well-
not, but
Anyways, after that, I'm still a little confused, but I didn't think we saw fireworks. But anyways, the bigger point of that was how they did drone light work, and it was super
it
cool.
was so cool.
And it's probably so much better for the environment because I can't imagine that smoke is
Absolutely.
good. So I think I feel like I'll give it like 3 more years before we have that, like for 4th of July.
Yeah.
Like just to really just do predictions on here because that'd be so silly. But so like anyways, the whole point of this whole conversation of how New Year's Eve is pointless to me. But the only thing I like is that I feel like I'm gonna get to the point where I do enjoy New Year's Eve. But I also feel like we're at the age where like I don't feel obligated to keep up with the resolutions. That's so bad. But like I've never kept. I also think that I don't think I've ever properly like written down stuff. I'm like I'm gonna cross it out. Like I feel like I should have done it this year.
goals for the new year, like not
Yeah.
necessarily resolutions, like going into what year are we in? 24. Going into 23. I had a goal to get into grad school. Like that was like my overarching goal of the year, and then I achieved it, and it was like that's super cool. Like, and now I can set a new goal for this year. Which
No, for sure.
don't know what it is, but
Well, that's the thing. It's like I feel like for me, like I love setting goals for like birthdays. Like I feel like that's more
Yeah.
appropriate because it's like okay, a
For
year of
you.
a new. Yeah, like I think that makes more sense. And like I like to do. I feel like it's always cool to do like attainable goals versus like crazy
Yeah.
goals. Like that'd be so cool if this happened, but like almost like a manifestation kind of situation where like
definitely.
you're right. Yeah, I'm hope it happens, but like if it doesn't, it doesn't. Like it's life. But like to me, doing that New Year's is like so stupid because like.
Yeah, it's also like the same ones every year. Like
Yeah, like it's not. That's why like gym membership goes up, and then you lose them by like March
Yeah.
or February, and it's like ugh, okay. Not saying you shouldn't set them. Like you do.
no, you should
but-
definitely. And to those of you who do, if you're one of those people, more power to you.
Yeah, we're not judging you. but
No,
we
absolutely.
are.
This
Oh.
is no judgment zone.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Is it?
No, yes, always and forever. But yeah. So I feel like in a couple of years I'll appreciate New Year's Eve, but for now I'm chilling. I can go to sleep before. Like I'll literally stay up just for a minute and then go right back to bed. Like I do.
Oh yeah.
I like doing little noshes at midnight. Like, did you ever have that? My mom would make like little appetizers, and then she would get
Aw.
us like little hats or headbands that like have the New Year.
No.
Yeah. Or then, have you ever done the clapping of pans?
Yes, my dad told us about that
The
tradition.
tradition. Yeah. I think I've only done it once in my life.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm like my friend. I think I spent New Year's Eve at my friend's house, and we did it
Aw.
when I was in like middle school, I think. But yeah. So I think though, like New Year's Eve is like one of those holidays I'm not a big fan of. Valentine's Day, I only love it for the colors. I'm just gonna go down every holiday.
Easter? I like the aesthetic of that.
I like that like the normal time to eat for that is like brunch, so you're done so much quicker.
Yeah.
But also, did you also grow up with like an Easter egg hunt?
No. Oh wait, yes, we did.
So yeah,
But as we grew up, like it went away.
Yeah, no, that's what happened. So we used to celebrate Easter with a family friend, like
Okay.
at their family friend's house, because they did a little bit bigger than like what our family normally did, and they always did an Easter egg hunt, and it was like really fun. And you know how like you each have and we all had a special egg that had money in it, but it was super nice because it was like at their grandparents' house, and their grandparents like treated us like their own, so it was really sweet and stuff. And I love those Easters. And then we watched the Kentucky Derby, right? Isn't that near Easter?
Usually.
Or is that a
One of
separate
those,
party?
like, trials
It might have been
or
a
something
separate
like
party.
that.
I'm gonna be so honest.
Maybe.
Mushed into one holiday.
Yeah.
But I like just love the vibe of Easter because it was always very like going to mass. We dressed nice and like we had
Yeah.
our special matching outfits when we were growing up. But yeah, we went all out.
The floral
But-
dresses.
Oh, and hats, of course.
Oh, the hats.
I had hats. Oh
the
yeah.
hats.
Trust me, I'll show you some pictures.
Oh, yeah.
It's a choice I had made. But like as like it's just I feel like it's very much more like, well, again, it's not like a happy holiday. Like it is a happy. Well, no.
Leading up to it's not so
no,
happy,
that's what I'm saying.
but
Leading
like,
up to it's like kind of like dark. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like to me more laid back in the because I guess it's the most religious holiday you can
Yeah.
get. Like it's be Catholic.
yeah, it's like the start of our religion.
Yeah. Well,
What like
no,
separates us from most
and-
of
end of whatever.
everybody else. Anyways,
Not to
I
get-
always liked it because at least in the 21 years that I've been alive, my birthday has been on Easter twice.
You like having it on a holiday?
Yeah, because it gives. Wait, do I? Yes, I do.
I'm the one who's about to go on a rant how much you love it, so I was just making
No, because
sure.
like again, post pandemic, that holiday has just become like super chill, just like me,
Yeah.
my parents, and my two sisters,
Yeah.
and then just adding my birthday into the mix those two times, phenomenal.
Oh, has it been the last 2 years? 3
In
years?
2020, it was
Oh.
on Easter,
Right when the
my
pandemic.
18th birthday, and I had such big plans for that.
Did you?
I did.
What were your plans for your birthday?
I wanted to go out to dinner with my friends.
Oh,
Couldn't do that.
I got lucky because my birthday's in
Right
February. I
before
got right
COVID.
before, and I got to see Dear Evan Hansen, not with Jordan Fisher. You know what you did. Anyway.
And the last time I think was when I turned
that doesn't make
10,
sense.
I want to say.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like recently. I was
no,
like,
no,
wait,
no, no.
that's
It
something
wasn't recently. And fun fact, it won't happen again until I turn 97, if I make it that long.
That long because of leap year? Wait, no, that makes no sense.
Because Easter changes every year.
Oh,
And so
yeah,
is my
you're
birthday.
so right. Yeah, that makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense. I mean, this year it's very early.
I strongly dislike how early it is.
I don't like how Ash Wednesday is
Valentine's Day.
Happy Ash Wednesday.
Yeah.
Happy Ash Wednesday for those who celebrate.
Happy Lent.
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 Oh, no meat on Friday.
Yeah.
If I follow that, but who knows? Depends how I feel that day. But yeah, Easter's like not bad. But do you know what you're giving up this Lent season? As we are both practicing Catholics for now.
Well, I did this thing last year where I set an intention for Lent. I didn't give anything up.
Ooh.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember I tried to like be more prayerful, as one would
I
say.
thought you were gonna say you donating.
And I also
Okay.
donated. I did like prayer and almsgiving. I didn't really fast because we fast every Friday. We don't fast. Like we give up. We don't eat meat on Fridays.
We're supposed to fast, right? Or no, we're supposed to fast on Ash
fasting
Wednesday.
on Ash Wednesday and Good Friday.
Yeah, I only learned that last year. Because you know how like as a kid you get like exempt.
Yeah, it's only when you turn like 8. Like
I think that's
I don't
how
know what it is.
No, I don't know until someone told me. But and then I was like, I've never I've never fast before, and I probably won't do it that. I mean, I don't do. It's not on purpose, but like I'm like, if I eat, I'm gonna eat because I have a busy schedule. No offense, my lord.
No offense.
My lord, but like, but anyway, so are you gonna do that again this year?
I'm gonna try harder to do it this year because
Valid.
I fell off the train last year.
I mean,
Not literally. I didn't even literally fall off a train.
yeah, for those listeners who really thought Kat almost got hit by a train, she did not, in fact, get hit by a train. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I like doing something rather than giving up something because I think it's so like
It makes it more meaningful.
yeah, because I'm like, what would I get out of like giving up Starbucks or like whatever? Even I don't
Exactly.
like. I also feel like there's certain things where like I generally don't have. Like I don't know. Like I think staying on it sometimes also hard because I'm like you zone out and then you break it and then you feel really bad because you're like, oh my god, I just like when I was younger I think I got more scared of not like following it rather
Yes.
than now.
Exactly.
So blunt. I don't know. Start eating fish. I never eat fish that often.
Ooh. Fish was a big thing growing up
Oh.
for me.
My parents don't eat fish. So it was pizza.
It was always pizza or fish on Fridays.
Mm,
And we also do the 7 fish tradition on Christmas.
that's
So,
valid. We do not do
I
that.
grew up like with fish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just imagine a photo of you with like little fishes, like like smiling with fishes, or fish. But yeah, no, my family didn't do that because thank God I don't think I like a lot. Like I'm very picky with fish. Like it has to be a certain type, and this is the only thing, the only problem that is very not well. It kind of is important. We go to a Catholic university,
Yes, we do.
and on Fridays during Lent,
They
do,
serve meat.
That's not my issue.
That's my issue. What's
oh.
yours?
Well, no, like it's like yeah, they sell meat, which I totally understand. People eat meat. Like not
Valid,
everyone's
yeah.
Catholic here. Totally get that. My issue is that the options for the non-meat eaters on Fridays are very limited to basically pizza.
Yes.
Which again, I grew up doing that every Friday, so I don't mind. But as I've gotten older, I've developed, lactose intolerant stuff. So like I'm not really vibing with eating pizza every single Friday. And also, I rather like if our dining halls are not cheap, like from our dining plan. So I would love like a fish, like at least a fish option or more pasta options, because like only 2 of our dining halls have pasta options, and only sometimes at Thea's.
Oh yeah.
But then they don't. I don't think they're. I haven't been over there in a hot minute, but
It's the backside of campus is like
it doesn't exist to me.
No.
But like or more like. I guess like grilled cheeses and stuff. Like I feel
Yeah.
like there's more they could do, but I feel like it gets. But also you can't have pizza for breakfast or like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
you could spring a bagel.
True.
Breakfast.
Well, breakfast is a little less complicated.
Yeah.
That one you have a lot of, like eggs and stuff.
We have a lot of options
For breakfast. It's more like lunch and dinner. Like you don't want to have, and not that I eat
And
lunch and dinner
also,
on Friday like that
this
often.
is like
but
my thing. Freshman year, when it was a Friday during Lent, I went to one of the main dining halls on campus and got a sandwich without meat, and I got like, I don't want to say judge because that's not the right word. The worker was looking out for me. He was like, "Are you sure you don't want any meat on this?" And I'm like, Friday during Lent. He was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna mosey on out of here."
I mean, and like there's people, and I don't know if that's how vegans on campus or vegetarians feel, because then they're kind of
Maybe.
valid. I don't know. I'm not.
And my heart goes out to them.
Yeah. Support you guys, but it is sometimes like that's like the only rough part. Again, you can, and again, if you eat meat, you're not going to hell.
It's also,
I don't
like,
view it as
off-campus
that,
options. Like, I mean, like, if
Yeah.
you have the convenience of.
Yeah, but I will admit there is always like 1 or 2 Fridays that they randomly have like salmon or
Yeah.
something. Like they do randomly include that, and like, but not all dining halls have that option, because like there's one that's all you care to eat, and then there's one that are stations and it's like a food court vibe. So like very 2 different things. So it's very interesting to see.
Yeah.
Maybe this year will be different.
Maybe. Especially, it strikes a chord in me because I went to private Catholic high school.
Yeah.
Again, you didn't have to be Catholic to go there.
Mhm.
And there were people who were not Catholic, yet
Yeah.
every Friday during Lent, they did not serve meat. That's my issue with it.
But I also
But I also see like
not to be like the devil's advocate for
Be
this
the devil's
one, but
advocate.
like that is also a smaller
True.
school. You know, you're
Not
going from
10,000 people.
10,000 people. It's a little rough to
Yeah.
accommodate everyone's
That's true.
diet. You know, especially if it's a
Yeah.
like you can make interesting choices. I guess eat more salad and stuff.
Yeah.
No
hate.
No hate. Just
Absolutely
just
none.
a thought I've had the past few years of being in college and like being a college student. But yeah, so to like move on, let's talk about our favorite non-random holiday we take as holidays, but aren't really holidays to some people. Should we?
You go first.
Thank you so much. Okay, so what comes to mind is this is purely like a college holiday, not college holiday, but
Silly week, like
no, not silly week.
What is it?
The funny thing is my dad's listening to this and he has no idea what silly week is. He's gonna text me after this. I'm gonna cut that part out. No, I was gonna say it became a holiday for me when I got to college, Super Bowl.
Yes.
But I will admit, I've always had a soft spot for the Super Bowl because it's been on my birthday. But
Look at us having holidays on our
well,
birthday.
this is the most magical thing that's ever happened.
Tell
So my birthday's February 5th. And the Super Bowl on my 10th birthday, on my 10th birthday, the Super Bowl was happening. And I'm a New York Giant fan, and the Giants got in versus the Patriots. I thought, like, I was their lucky person, because I was turning 10. Eli Manning's number 10, the quarterback at the time.
Miss Eli.
And love Eli. And I was, like, so hyped. My parents let me get a bear, and I dressed him up like a football player.
Really?
Like Eli Manning or, you know.
Aww.
Yeah, I was so excited. We ended up going to our friend's house because they were having a Super Bowl party. And I, like, remembered I was 10. That's a normal age to remember things. But I, like, loved it. It was fun atmosphere. Also very funny to watch my father watch the Super Bowl because he's very passionate Giant fan. But obviously it's not as fun when you don't know the team. So, like, after that was the last time the Giants have won the Super Bowl. And, like, after that, I'm just watching. That's the only thing I wish is that Super Bowl had Madonna as a performer.
Really?
I could have done anyone else. I was like, I'm not a Madonna person, so like.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought she was dead. I don't know.
No, she just had a lawsuit. Someone's suing her because she was like an hour and a half late to her concert. The start, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so silly.
Be prompt.
Yeah, seriously. I'm just like not a fan of Madonna overall. So I could have done, and I also at the time as a 10-year-old did not know Madonna songs.
Yeah.
So
if it was Usher, you'd be like.
We'll find out this
We
Super Bowl.
will.
But so obviously like after that I just watched for the performances, and like when the commercials used to be really good, I used to watch for the commercials because I love that stuff. But now like as I am in college, it's now become like a fun tradition we have with our friends that we throw like a little very small Super Bowl party.
I'm so excited for this
where
year.
we get to cook and like have little fun drinks, and all that like good stuff. Like we totally could order in stuff easily. Like we live close to a pizzeria.
That's too easy though.
So we like to cook, and this year we actually have like a proper. It's also at our place this year, which is very ideal because like we love our place. Like we like
Hosting.
owning it, hosting.
Yeah.
We're like big hosting people. Like we love decorating. And this year, you know, it's the Chiefs
And the
and
49ers.
and we have, you know, Travis Kelsey,
Yep.
with Taylor. And then
Will
we
she
have.
make it?
I think she will. There's no way. And then we have Usher performing, and it's will he bring out Justin Bieber? I think yes.
Or Taylor? What if?
No to
No.
Taylor, because I don't know if you know this. Usher's represented by Scoot Byrne or whatever his name
Scooter
is.
Braun?
Whatever. Yeah.
Scooty?
But that guy, I don't care to learn his name because he's the one who screwed over
Yes.
Taylor. So because he represents Usher, I don't think Taylor would ever do that.
That's so true.
But he also still represents Justin Bieber, and I think that's more likely to happen. Also, he just was performing at
The
NHL
All-Star
game. Yeah. So seeing that, I think he's gonna. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't come out for at least one thing. Also, like if he's planning on coming back to like doing music and like coming out with something new, he probably should from like a.
Is he?
Oh, I don't know, but if
Usher?
he no. Well, Usher has a Las Vegas residency, which I
Period.
think is that probably why it worked
Yeah.
out. That it's like very popular
right.
apparently. Yeah, I don't. Again, like we probably we know a good amount of Usher songs because they were very popular in the
Yeah.
2000. Could I name you a song from the last 5 years from him? I don't think so. Maybe.
I didn't know he had more music after Yeah.
He might not. No, he definitely has.
No,
I feel
definitely.
Like,
Yeah.
We just don't know it. So I'm going to be very intrigued to see.
And last year's was also really good. The halftime show. Rihanna.
I was just about to say that Rihanna having the little Fenty product placement, to really go back to when you said it earlier, it was like perfect. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Who is your like the artist you really want to do the Super Bowl one day? Like, who's your dream performer?
I mean, my favorite performer overall is obviously Shawn Mendes.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna do it because his vibe doesn't match the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. I think it'd be really cool if Noah Khan does it. He's also would be very relevant.
Also, like, has the.
I think he would get a very younger crowd. Like,
He
if
would,
you're
yeah.
looking for that, like, I think he'd be cool. And I feel like he'll get a bunch of random people to join him on stage. Like, that's the cool thing. Like, I feel like there's some people that you're, like, a little nervous to hear, but then they bring people on stage. And I'm like, oh, wait, this is amazing. This is great. So I like it like that.
Yeah.
But I can also see, like, maybe not ideal. What about you?
Okay, so I have a very different music taste from, like, most people our age. I really kind of want to see Green Day do it. Or, like.
I've never done it. I doubt it.
I don't think so, because I just don't think they're the type to do it.
Yeah.
But they just have a very good, like, stage presence and stuff like that. I think they could put on a really good halftime show if they were given the opportunity.
Valid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your, back to the question I originally asked, what's your favorite weird fake holiday? Not fake holiday, but like something you consider a holiday that maybe most people won't.
Okay. I've been thinking about this the whole time we've been talking. The last day of school for, like, the year. I consider that, like, my holiday. Is this an acceptable answer?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But I have follow-ups.
Sticking with it.
Valid. Follow-up questions. Even in college?
Yes.
Really?
Absolutely. Even in college.
Semester or just for, like, the school year? Like, what's your definition?
End of the school year.
Okay.
Because, I don't know. It's just always, like, it's like my New Year's Eve. Like, the day before the last day of school. That's my New Year's Eve. Like.
Yeah.
It's just, like, in, like, when we were younger and we got, like, yearbooks every year, and, like, I love yearbooks.
I don't think we didn't get yearbooks.
You didn't get yearbooks?
In my small, like, Catholic school.
I was on the yearbook committee in my high school.
High school is different. That one I have a yearbook, but like
I was co-editor my senior year.
Oh, slay.
Yeah. But like designing it and like just looking back on like pictures and like being able to put it all in like one book. Very sentimental person. I still have all my yearbooks like going back to preschool.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was really upset when I learned that we don't get yearbooks every year. It's only we get them senior year.
No, you can order them
every year.
It's a website.
Have I been able to order one this whole time?
For sure. They just don't advertise it well. I'm like pretty sure. I think I found the link for last year's. I think they're still selling it.
That is so wild.
I could be wrong. Well, what would stop them? That's just
Nothing.
giving them money.
Oh my god, you're so right.
So sorry.
What?
Did you really need a yearbook? I can't imagine. I don't think they use any of our photos. Like, I don't think we're in it.
No, absolutely not.
So it's not relevant
this year
to us.
will be like a good year to get. Obviously, we're graduating.
Oh yeah, we have to. Did you pick your shot yet that you're using for the yearbook? This is a side conversation, but
we got an email about that.
No, but apparently we have to pick it. Like, it was one of the things on the website. I don't know. They'll send us an email, I think.
Okay.
Or they're gonna pick a random one and hope to. I mean,
go for it.
Like I, them. Yeah, I was gonna say I like them. But that was like a weird angle I was sitting at. No, I get that. That's like a nice holiday, especially when we were younger. It's like more like refreshing. And it's like
and like in high school, like it was always like the day we did absolutely nothing, and we did like the whole school got together. It was like a whole award ceremony.
Yeah.
And our head of school would make us all. This sounds very culty. I promise it's not. Like move us all up to the next grade.
Ooh.
And it was always like. It was like again like something to look forward to, and like it was really sweet.
And when you're younger, you get the special little graduation. You get to sing your songs to prove that you really did it.
You really did it.
Moved on. I get Also, I love that like every school year, without like a doubt, multiple people will be like, "This year just went so quick." Like, no, it never did. No. I'm sorry. At school, I am not a school person. I will forever say this as I'm coming to an end. Like, there's a reason why would never look into grad school, because I just didn't like school. Like, unless I needed to do it, I will not do it. And that's just like my self-awareness, like I know I'm a good student, thank God, but I do not enjoy it. Like sitting in class, I just don't have the attention span anymore. Like, you know how like you get older and like I've had nice luxury where I don't have class every day, so like I get away with like 2 days off a week, or last semester I had 3 days a week, which is not normal and you shouldn't have that, but I had that most times. And for me, like that made me more like I enjoy being more active and stuff. Like I'm a like lecture. I hate lecture. I don't
You're
learn.
a doer, not a learner.
Well, I was gonna not where I was going with that. I would say I'm more of like show me how to do it rather than like teach me. Like no, or like what's that called? More visual learner.
Kinesthetic?
Sure, I think that's like the technical term, but
I think so.
sure.
I'm the same way. It's like I have a very lecture heavy major.
Yeah.
But we also have been like from the beginning like building up our skills of like doing the same tests on each other, and it just like has been building up to the point where it's like stuck in my brain from like doing it so much.
Oh yeah.
And that's like my favorite part about it is doing all the hands-on stuff. And your major, both of our majors are very hands-on.
Yeah,
because
like, you're in exercise science and I'm in advertising and PR. Like they're two different ends. Like very different, very different. But like both things, like you have labs and I have like production classes, and like they are very weirdly, like it depends. Like there's some classes that are very hands-on and it's like you're doing it basically on your own, which like I don't love, but like you get used to it. Like it's cool when you learn something new. Like you get really good at that stuff. But anyways, that was a weird segue. Like that was a weird tangent, but no, that was a good non-holiday to pick.
Yeah, thanks.
Slay. That and High School Musical also feed into that. Like High School Musical 2 is that the one? Yeah, and then they like throw all their posters. Yeah. That was.
I always wanted my class to break out into song to whatever that beginning song is. What time is it? Summertime.
Yeah.
Never? I always thought my life was a movie. Never did it, unfortunately.
Ooh, you did not just say that.
What did I just say?
My life is a movie. I thought my life was like a movie. I hope that's your capture for graduation. That's my cap.
My life is a.
No,
you're not a film major.
No, you know what? I'm gonna put another non-holiday because I feel like the Super Bowls both are award show season.
Oh,
because let me tell you,
today's Grammys Day.
Today's Grammys Day, and we just talked about this. I'm not a big Grammy person. Like I'm not that into music, or I'm not a good judgment of music. Like I'm very, as I like to say, basic white girl music. Like I listen to all pops, specifically 2000. I love that stuff.
You're on two very different ends of the spectrum.
I know you're more like
pop punk. Yeah, and like if like very like gurgles into the mic. Like, I don't know how that will come out. You can cut that out.
No, I'm not gonna do. Not going to. That's English.
Yeah.
So to me, like I'm not a good judge. I know musicians, but I don't consider myself a music person. Like I don't know lyrics well unless they're playing a song. Like you know what I mean? I'm not that into it.
Yeah.
So I enjoy the Grammy. Like I enjoy watching all war show just for the tea. But obviously we're filming this, so we're not watching it. But I will be reading all the articles, watching clips on TikToks of it because I look for it. And we found out right before we were starting filming that Taylor Swift just announced a new album, which
hot take
to what? Oh,
the album name terribly long. I don't even remember it. It's not like something simple like.
I say the Dead Poet Society, but that's a movie.
That's a movie. There's poets in it. I don't know what the title is, but Poet is in there. Comes out April 19th.
In case you're listening and didn't know that.
Yeah. What's your favorite award show though?
Oh, favorite? I'm a big Oscar fan. I think it's
Oscars is TV.
Movies. As you've seen in the last episode, Kat is not the strongest pop culture person, and I'm the friend who keeps her updated on this stuff. You know, you're the one to tell me about Taylor because I wasn't on my phone.
Oh, I just happened to see it.
Yeah, I was saying you just like happened to find it in the moment. But I would say Oscars because I don't know if it's because of the whole like 2017. I think it was 2017, 2018 where
what happened?
La La Land got
like
that.
Yeah,
I watched that live. Oh, and then 2 years ago when Will Smith smacked.
Yes, I thought that was the Oscars.
Live. Yeah, it was. So, hope for the bad reasons on why I enjoy watching it. I also feel like it's like, okay, so kind of like music where I normally do not watch any of the movies in it, typically. But as I've gotten older, I've seen a couple of them, like, for the award season. So now I kind of understand, like, I feel like who hasn't seen Barbie? Like, we've seen Barbie. Barbie's nominated, but got snubbed, which is ridiculous because Greta deserved an Oscar. Like, she should have won. That's one thing, but, like, not to be nominated is crazy.
Are you talking about the Oscars?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she got snubbed for director.
And Margot Robbie did
got
too.
For Best Actress. But America Ferrera, which I love, is nominated for Best Supporting Actress, which I hope she wins because she totally deserves it. And then Ryan Gosling got it for Best Supporting Actor, which that's super nice. And his message was super nice, and I said it last time, like, super great.
Good statement.
So I do enjoy the Oscars. I just think it's a little more entertaining. Emmys aren't bad. They just, obviously this year they had a bad, I don't watch it unless I kind of know the host or have, like, some idea.
Emmys
is TV.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the one with the guy who made the Barbie joke.
I thought that was the Golden Globes.
No, that is the Golden Globe. Oh, my God. Cut that out.
I watched that with my dad.
Golden Globes, yes. That's movies and, like, is that just movies or also TV?
I thought it was just movies.
Oh, I thought it was both. It doesn't matter. But
maybe.
He, like
I probably wasn't paying attention.
I don't think I've ever really watched the Golden Globes.
No, but this year I was so entranced in it because of, like, Barbie and Oppenheimer, and my dad was like, I want to see that. And I was like, well, it's 3 hours, so dedicate a whole day to it.
They are showing it now because it's, like, Oscars. I don't know why, but, like, movie theaters are now showing it. The AMC near us is showing it.
Is the A-lister going to see it?
I don't know yet. Probably not, because I cannot sit through a long movie like that.
Yeah.
But, no, but so Golden Globes I don't care for. So I would say my top one is Oscar.
Did the Emmys already happen? Or are they coming up?
There was some special Emmys, but it might have not happened yet. I don't know. Good question. We'll
find out.
Maybe we'll do an award episode.
Yeah.
Just all talking about all awards. And then Tonys, I think.
I love the Tonys.
But Tonys is later in the year.
It's June. Around that time.
That's so silly. I thought it was, like, near September.
Oh, really?
No. It's probably June. You said it really confidently. I'm gonna go with you.
Okay.
But anyways, I like the Tonys. Now that I've
my
seen a
favorite,
lot of the
like,
show.
aspect of it is, like, them performing.
Oh yeah.
Because it gets me, like, as a Broadway, like, fanatic, it gets me excited to, like, what shows I wanted to continue to see, because Broadway is always changing. It's, like, an in and out industry. So being able to, like, have in mind, like, what I want to see, because there's nothing like live theater, and this will be a whole other episode. But it's
for sure.
I love it.
Also, again, don't like him really anymore, but James Corden's his openings low-key slapped. I lived through them. And Neil Patrick Harris. I watch his. Sometimes I watch Tony's openings as my weird comfort videos. Like, I think they're just so entertaining. So I think they always have the best opening, clearly, because they're, like, the most talented people, because they do literally everything. What's your favorite award show? Are you gonna say Tonys?
The Tonys,
yeah. I figured. I was like, this is the segue. Is there any other show? Oh my God, what's the YouTube one?
Not the Tubies.
No, it's clever though. What is it called? The Streamies.
Streamies, yes.
I've never. I don't know. I think it's, like, on obviously YouTube, like, streaming. That always seems like. So that's the thing, is, like, depending on the award show, sometimes I think they're, like, not a joke, but I look at them very differently. Like, I don't know, and I think this is, like, Oscars are very much, like, prestigious and fancy, and, like, you see that coming out, but, like,
black tie.
Yeah, and, like, Emmys is, like, the TV version of that. Yeah. The Tonys is the Broadway version of that. Grammys is the music version of that. But, like, Golden Globes, I just think of as, like, a medium. Like, I don't know. I don't hold it to as big of a...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's a crazy opinion.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw that they were on, I didn't even know it was, like, the start of award season, and I didn't know that was part of, like, the rotation every year. Like, I knew the Grammys, Oscars.
Well,
Emmys.
that's the thing. I thought the Grammys was first. I honestly never watched the Golden Globes. I also don't watch cable TV that much, so, like, bumping into it,
right? Yeah,
it's like you're not turning on. You're like, oh wait,
yeah.
Or, like, I don't know. This is, like, unpopular, but I don't enjoy the red carpet shows. Like, I don't think they're that entertaining, unless it's someone, like, funny doing them. And for me, they're usually, like, not the great. Like, I don't love any of them. I just love watching for the fashion of being, like, in the moment. But I also like watching, like, TikToks on it. And you know the guy who does the little blot thing. You ever see that guy? He has really nice curly hair, and he does, like, it's like a little camera, and he always explains it.
Wait,
And
it's like comes
it
up
comes
fast.
out and he goes, come fast, do something.
Yeah.
Like, I love those videos.
When was that? That was a thing like not too long
He
ago,
still does
right?
them.
Oh,
He was
still
live
does?
streaming from the Grammys.
Oh, whoa,
For
that's so
He does
cool.
it for E! News, I think. Or they, whatever. So they were live streaming him doing it. I saw it like a few hours ago, I guess now.
Oh.
But I live for those. I love those interactions. They're so silly. Some of them. Or they're just harsh. But anyways, yeah, so that was like a weird tangent we went on about award shows. But I do consider that weirdly a holiday because not holiday, celebrate. Like, you can have a fun little party. We didn't do anything. We will not have an Oscar party because I think we're gone. But I think it's the weekend of our conferences.
Look at us. Conference girlies.
That's going to be cut
Where
out.
you going?
Pittsburgh. Anyways, in the dead of winter. But anyway, so I think like those are good, like fun little things that like are like makes me excited for those days. And the Met Gala.
Not a big Met Gala person.
Ew.
I never understood it.
Oh, I never understand the theme. Like, it takes me a hot minute. I have to Google it.
I
live for the
year?
fashion.
Was last year the year with Blake Lively's like Statue of Liberty dress? Or was that a few years ago?
I don't know.
Was that even for the Met Gala?
I don't know.
In my mind, it feels like it had to be for the Met Gala. But
probably, but also it's like Blake Lively, and she like low-key kills it every time, so I don't know. But I like looking at like because I never understand the concept, and then I have to Google it because everyone's like being like, this isn't the theme. I'm like, well, what's the theme? I'm very confused on it. But you know, like they have to be invited, like by, like, you have to be invited to go. Like, it's a very exclusive.
People?
By the museum, not the museum, but it's like a donation thing. Like all the money goes towards the museum.
Is it at the museum every year?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I think. You know what? We're gonna back out of this conversation because we do not know that much, and we're starting to get into weird water where we could say something and be like completely wrong. But, anyways, so getting back on holidays, our obsession, we kind of covered everything. I think.
I think so. Yeah.
We kind of slayed it. As it coming to our end, we have to do our little moments to explain our next portion. We have these little segments that we talk about our current obsession, just about anything random for that week we're filming. So let's get started. What is your
cat's craze?
Cat's craze.
Okay, my craze this week, I just came up with this, is Aaron Tveit.
Oh,
he
person,
is
or?
Yes, the person.
Yeah.
He is going to be on Sweeney Todd on Broadway starting Friday.
Yeah.
And I have the pleasure of being there for his opening night. Going with my boyfriend. It was my Christmas gift, so I'm really excited.
So cute.
I love Aaron Tveit. I love Moulin Rouge. So
yeah,
it
is a sleigh show, Moulin Rouge. Okay, so now it's time for clutch moment.
That'll get easier.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Oh my god, wait, what's my clutch moment? Oh, so this is just like a silly thing. So as we mentioned probably multiple times, A-lister, that's an AMC thing where you get to you pay like a monthly subscription. You get to see as much movies as basically you want. Like, it's a lot. And me and my fellow A-lister wanted to go see a movie, and it was going to be Argyle. And for the people listening, I don't know if you've seen it. And it was almost, I think, like opening week we're seeing it, because this was just Thursday. It's Sunday currently, so not that long ago. And we ended up just canceling because, like, just wasn't vibing with it. Little did we know, like, the next day, it had these worst reviews I've ever seen.
Really?
And very clutch of us that it just we didn't go. Because I think we would have hated it.
Really good.
Well, it was very deceiving. Like, apparently it just was, like, a hot mess. It also was an over 2-hour movie, which I think is just so excessive for a comedy. 20 minutes, like 19 minutes,
Comedy's gotta be very
and like that, and it's like, I get it, it's like an action film, but it's not like a real, like, it's about, I don't know, like, it's a cool concept. I just don't think they execute it right, but I'm very happy that I didn't see it, I think, or we might still see it. Maybe that'll be another clutch moment.
Maybe.
But I would say that was like a clutch moment.
I love that.
At that point, thank you so much for listening to watching. I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, this is the Overly Involved Pod with me, Kayla,
and me, Kat,
and that is us signing off. So
we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
What's next week's episode?
Who knows? Figure that
we'll find
next
out
time. But yeah, and you should follow us on all our social medias on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We even have Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. So thank you guys. Yeah, I think technically, but did I say Twitter?
Yeah,
Bobby. Okay.
please.
Well, on that note, goodbye, guys.